What a gorgeous day today it is in South Louisiana. Guys, today it is December the 19th, 2024. The sun is out. It feels like zero humidity, and I am on my way to an inspection. I represent the buyers on this transaction. This precious little couple called me, I don't know, maybe about 6 to 8 months ago, and had been renting for quite a while, and their rent was continuing to go up, which happens, right, with rent. Rent, if you are a renter and you are employed and you have a decent job and decent credit and all the things, listen, renting is absolutely paying 100% interest on a property you will never, ever own. Okay, so just something to think about. 2024, let's talk about 2024, because y'all, 2024 was my 5th full year in real estate. I resigned, retired, was fired, all the things, February in 2019 from Acadia Parish School Board after very quickly moving up the ranks. I was a teacher for a few years, I was an administrator for a few years, and my last 5 years I was a technology supervisor at Acadia Parish School Board. And when I was not given the opportunity to move up anymore, things kind of went down south real fast. But listen, I have no regrets. I am so thankful that it went down that way, even though I was pretty pissed off for quite a while. In fact, that's the reason that all my billboards went up on Interstate, was to prove a point way back when. But 2024 has been phenomenal. I have had the opportunity to work with so many amazing clients, amazing buyers, amazing sellers. A lot of times a realtor, if you ask them what is their preference, do they prefer to work with sellers or do they prefer to work with buyers? Usually realtors have a preference. I do not have a preference. What I love to do is work with people who are motivated, who are excited about the process, whether it's buying or selling, who are gung-ho, who are willing to follow my lead and do whatever I say needs to be done to either be a successful seller or a successful buyer. So I don't have a preference. What I do not like is negative people who think that they know better than me as their real estate agent. And I'm working with one of those people right now. I don't do it very often, but it just depends on what's going on in my life at the time. But I've learned how to deal with so many different people, but the kind of people I love to deal with the most are motivated, excited, positive, and just ready to hit the ground running. So 2024 has been just a whirlwind. I don't even know how many deals I've closed. In fact, I need to pull those numbers. But I have a feeling that this year I grossed more than I ever have. I have a feeling. I don't even know. I haven't pulled the numbers, but I do know I have helped so many buyers and so many sellers. And listen, the thing I love to do the most is meet with sellers, and when I ask them, how much do you feel like your place is worth and how much do you need to net on it, I would say probably at least 85% of the time people undervalue what they are sitting on. They absolutely undervalue the price that their place can sell for and the price that they can get in their pocket at the end of the day. I find that sellers severely undervalue what they're sitting on, right? So listen, if you think that as a for sale by owner, you are going to net more money than you would by hiring a really good real estate agent, and listen, I'm not talking about any real estate agent. I'm talking about me, someone who knows the market, someone who knows what to do to get things done to sell for top dollar. I guarantee you, 99.9% accuracy, I will net you more in your pocket than you ever will net a loan as a for sale by owner. Absolutely every day, and I do it every day. And just this year alone, I have probably spoken to at least a minimum and sold a minimum of 30 different homes in and around Acadiana, where the seller said to me, this is how much I believe it's worth, this is how much I want to need a net. I need a net at the end of the day at closing, and I've gotten them exponentially more money than they ever dreamed possible, which is why I have pretty much a monopoly on where I live. I live in Iota, population of 1,200, and I would say probably 90% of the time I get the call to list the homes for sale in that area because people trust me. They see how much I'm selling things for. Listen, and it's not about inflating the numbers at all. It's about looking at what has sold in the last 6 to 12 months, what prices have those people gotten, and a lot of times pushing the envelope. Absolutely pushing the envelope, because I believe as a seller, not to overprice anything, but to sell something at fair market value, or maybe even a little bit above, right? Just pushing that envelope and seeing how much you can net as a seller. I love to do it. I do it every day, and I believe you should not leave a dime on the table. Now, on the flip side, if you are a buyer, right, and I'm not the listing agent, so there's somebody totally different selling the house, if I represent you as the buyer, I guarantee you, I am going to get you the absolute best deal on whatever it is you're wanting to buy. If it's land, if it's a house, whatever the case may be, the best deal possible. And that may look like a low price. That might look like getting all of your closing costs paid. That might mean after inspections, you get all kinds of things fixed by the owner of the house. That can look like a whole bunch of things, right? It's not always just about the price. It's about all these other things that come into play. And so if I'm representing you as the buyer's agent, you are my number one priority. The seller is not, and I don't care if they're my neighbor, I don't care if it's my sister. You are the buyer of that place, and I am going to go to bat for you to make sure that you get the absolute best deal on whatever it is you're trying to buy, land, house, whatever the case may be. If you're a seller, to make sure that we leave not a single penny on the table, and that we sell it in the shortest amount of time for the highest dollar possible, so that at closing, when you hand over the keys to the new buyer, you are proud, and you are happy as a lark that you have not left a single penny on the table. That's what I do every day. I love doing it. 2024 has been an amazing year. 2025 is going to be a phenomenal year. So if you are thinking about selling, this is what you need to be doing. On a beautiful day like today, open up your windows, get some fresh air in that house, get the smells out of it. The best smell of a house for sale is no smell. The best smell is no smell at all. Because listen, we all like different kinds of smells, right? But some smells nauseate people. Some people are allergic to certain things. Some people don't like the smell of animals. Some people don't like the smell of dirty diapers. Some people don't like the smell of sweet stuff. So the best smell of a house for sale is no smell at all. So on a gorgeous day like today, open up those windows, get some fresh air, neutralize things that stink, get rid of things that stink, get rid of dirty rugs, trash cans stink, things like that. Declutter. When a person walks through a home, they need to be able to picture themselves living there. So get rid of a lot of family pictures, a lot of personal things. You don't ever want personal hygiene products on the counters when you have a buyer's walkthrough. So if you're like me, I have way too much makeup. Absolutely way too much makeup. I need to absolutely declutter the makeup. If my house were for sale, I would be getting rid of a whole lot of extra stuff that I don't need. This is my bathtub area right now. I have way too many shampoos and body washes and all this stuff, right? But my house is not for sale. If my house would be for sale, none of that crap would be around the tub. So you have to be thinking, if you're going to be selling your house in the near future, no smell is the best smell. You want it decluttered. You want light, bright lights. So you don't want those older light bulbs that give off that yellowish hue at all. You want daylight LED lights. You want, let's say you have a ceiling fan, and I see this happen all the time. You have a ceiling fan, it has 5 lights. 2 of the lights go burnt and the rest are not. And then you put 2 new bulbs and then they don't match. That looks terrible. Change all the bulbs. Just change all the bulbs, right? If you have any kind of light source that has more than 1 bulb and all the bulbs do not match, change them all to matching bulbs. And the best kind of bulbs are daylight LED bulbs, because they're clear. They don't cast off any kind of weird hue in the room, and they just make things look bright, light, and cheery, right? Listen, I listed a house not too long ago. I was the 3rd realtor to list this house in the last 3 years. This house had been on the market. This was a house in Oberlin. Had been on the market for 3 years. I was the 3rd realtor. Okay? I get the call. And so this is what I said before I went all the way to Oberlin, which, listen, is probably a good hour away from me. I said to the seller, tell me why you think your house has not sold. And she said, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Okay. Listen, are you prepared when I go do the walkthrough with you? Are you prepared to do anything I tell you to do to get your house sold? Because listen, everything is sellable. Everything. And there's not a whole lot of houses for sale in Oberlin. In fact, I think her house was one of 3 houses currently for sale. So, yes, ma'am, I will do anything at all you tell me to do. We need to sell our house. Okay? So I get to this house. The outside looks great. It's clean. There's no trash in the yard. The grass is cut. The outside front view looks amazing. Walk into the front door. The very first thing I notice is these curtains that are supposed to be white lace that are so old and so crusty, they're a good color of like yellow, orange, just nasty looking. In the living room, which is supposed to be the living room, this person homeschooled her children. So the whole living room looked like a classroom, okay? We keep walking through. There is in the master bedroom, there is a window unit. Now this house has central AC and heat. There's a window unit in the window of the master bedroom, okay? All of these things are red flags. All of these things are red flags. So the first thing I said was, listen, what's up with Grandma's curtains? Well, this was Grandma's house. She had inherited Grandma's house and did not want to change anything that Grandma had done in the house. So I say, listen, do you really want to sell this house? Do you really want to sell this house? Because I'm about to hurt your feelings. But it doesn't matter if I hurt your feelings. The number one goal is to sell your house for maximum profits in the shortest amount of time, and it's already been on the market 3 years, right? So you got to get rid of Grandma's curtains, and you just need to have like mini blinds or some neutral curtains or something. You got to get rid of all the crap in the living room. It has to look like it was the dining room. The formal dining room looked like a classroom because she homeschooled her children. I'm sorry, but while your house is for sale, your dining room cannot look like a classroom. While your house is for sale, it has to look like a dining room, right? Why do you have a window unit in the master bedroom window? Is there something wrong with the air conditioner? No. We like the hum of the air conditioner. Well, buyers aren't going to believe that. When you see a window unit in a home and you have central AC and heat, a buyer and or their realtor are going to believe there is something wrong with the air conditioner or the heater. That's what people are going to believe, and it doesn't matter what you tell them. So you must get rid of the window unit in the window of the bedroom. You have to, right? So all these things, I gave them all these things, and y'all, these were simple things. None of this cost hardly any money at all. It was neutralizing, decluttering, getting rid of crap, hanging up some neutral, modern looking curtains, getting rid of Grandma's curtains, right? And just making sure it was immaculately clean. It was also very dark. There were lots of light bulbs in this house that might have been original to Grandma. I don't know. But get rid of the dull light bulbs and replace light bulbs with light daylight LED bulbs. Listen, they did it. It took them about 2 weeks. I gave them their list. I said, in 2 weeks, give me a call back. My photographer's going to come. He's going to fly over. He's going to take beautiful drone photography of your house. It's going to hit the market. Listen, we listed their house for $30,000 more than the last 2 times it had been listed for 3 years. It went under contract for full price day 3 on the market. Absolutely true story, okay? So, there you go. Little things make a difference, but you know what's crazy? I find most real estate agents do not have the confidence or the expertise or the stamina or the whatever the case may be to go into a house and say to a seller, you need to do this, 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 and this to get maximum profits in the shortest amount of time possible. And if you're a seller and you hire a real estate agent to come in and tell you what to do, and they say, oh, it's fine the way it is, bull. Go get a different realtor. A realtor's job is to be the expert and to say, listen, this is what you need to do to get your house sold. And it's never anything major like ripping out carpets or repainting or anything like that. It's always those simple little things that make the hugest amount of difference. The most important thing to remember is when a buyer walks through your home, they need to be able to picture themselves living in your house. And you want them to believe that you took amazing care of your house, that you're proud of it, and that that you're motivated to sell it. Absolutely. So 2025, I have no doubt it is going to be a phenomenal year for buyers and sellers. People always ask me, how's the market? Listen, there are always going to be buyers and sellers all the time. It doesn't matter what time of the year. I am so busy right now, and we are 6 days away from Christmas. I am so busy. There will always be a reason to buy. There will always be a reason to sell. There will always be things to sell and things to buy. And the price of real estate is not going down. So when is the best time to buy real estate? Yesterday. Yesterday. The price of real estate is going to continue to skyrocket. That's a given. Y'all have an amazing Thursday, an amazing rest of the week. And listen, if you are thinking about getting into real estate, if you hate your current job, if you like the idea of the sky being the limit and not having a boss, if you like the idea of working with people and helping people and having a flexible schedule that you get to determine what your day looks like, real estate may be the career for you. And listen, I'd love to have a conversation with you. The great thing about my company is they offer one of the best commission plans. They offer retirement. They offer stock options. They offer all the things, half the crap they offer I probably don't even know about. I love my company because we are surrounded by people from the top down who believe in this. Be kind and work hard and the rest will follow. That is the philosophy. And listen, believe it or not, our company actually has a list of banned real estate agents or banned people that they will not allow to work for the company because they do not believe in being kind and working hard. Being kind and working hard is not always easy. It is not always easy, but it is something that we strive to do every single day. And if you're genuinely a kind person and you genuinely love to work hard, then my company would probably be a great company for you to work for. Have a great day, and remember this, in real estate, there are no stupid questions. Ask all your questions. Ask your same question to multiple people and see what the answer is, right? Because lots of things are very, very subjective. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Take care.